start for today's class. Today we will start from the encapsulation. Anybody know about encapsulation? What is the encapsulation do and what is the data frame done by encapsulation? Anybody? Hello, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay. Anybody know about encapsulation and about it?
No, sir.
Okay. So encapsulation, that's a very much important character or important thing about inside the object-oriented programming concept, that is OOPS concept. So what's the encapsulation actually does? Encapsulation, that is binding, or you can say wrapping the data member. Okay, wrapping the data member or the data methods or the methods in a single unit. Okay, whenever we call in a Python program, wrapping all the data member, all the methods, all the function member in a single unit. So that is the call encapsulation. From outside, when you function call or method call, it does not show how the method actually work, how the function actually work. Okay, it just give you the output. But inside that process, that is binding in a single unit, that is hiding from the from the user. Okay, so that method is called encapsulation. Why it is does? It is does for security purpose or for the hiding the data. Okay, so write down the definition of the encapsulation. One minute. Okay. Sorry. So actually the definition would be wrapping or binding data members or function members or method, wrapping or binding data members or function members or methods in a single sorry for the noise disturbance, guys, is corporate or methods in a single unit to aid the exact exact to hide the detailed work is called encapsulation. Encapsulation. So this is the definition: wrapping or binding data members or function members or methods in a single
Your
unit.
voice is
Hello, hello. Am I audible? Hello, hello,
Sir,
hello. Yes, my voice is
yes, you
clear.
are. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So wrapping or binding data members or function members or methods in a single unit to hide the detailed workflow. It is called the encapsulation. So actually, after seeing the definition, you understand, I think, for the primary level that we just want to binding or wrapping to
Sir,
hide the data.
hello. Oh, sir.
Hello.
Sir, there is a noise. I hear while
Yes,
you are talking.
actually, noise is coming there beside my house, so it's cooperate.
Okay, 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 sir.
So wrapping or binding data members. Okay, so that means you just want to hide the workflow, what you have done in the particular method, or you can say in the particular function or anything about the data. Okay, in a single unit. So that is the call of encapsulation. So it just written down about it. So we are moving forward the advantages of encapsulation. Just removing it. So what will be the advantages of encapsulation that I previously written there? That is the security purpose. Okay. So the main advantage of the encapsulation is the security of the data. You or anybody, that will be the user, that will be the developer or tester who just make the query or the testing purpose. She or he just not to share the details about what is the methods he have been used, or they have developed the query, which purpose, which data members they have been used, which the method function call they have been used, the detailed workflow. Not they want to anybody share within the data. So that purpose you can use the encapsulation, and encapsulation protects an object from unauthorized access. Okay. So this thing will be discussed after that. There are some three type of members. Okay, private member, protected member, and the public member. Okay, so anybody from the public member they can access all the data, but from the private member they cannot access easily. Okay, but using the private using the public member, we can also create a method, okay, that is show or describe. That purpose we can use or call the private members also, and there is a protected member. Okay. So these things will be done in the Python program. Encapsulation protects an object from the unauthorized access. There are three types of members in the Python: accessibility member, private member, protected member, and private member. And those three members are actually usage of direct connected to the encapsulation. Okay, you using the encapsulation, you just create or hide something in the data workflow about the user for your security purpose. And that's it, the data hiding. Just I am telling repeatedly. You can also hide the data. The user would not be knowing what is going on behind the scene. Okay. They don't know what the workflow, what the process, what the methods you are using. You just create a class, and then there are the so many workflow or the method call has been there. And after that, you are just creating an object. Okay. Then the method call or the function call, then creating particularly the class object, and asking what the operation has been done. So they don't know what is the process, detailed process you are doing there. So you are hiding all the data, all the methods using this type of encapsulation. Okay. So now the simplicity. Okay. So what is the simplicity when the detailed workflow, right? That detailed workflow is day by day, or line by line you are written down. But when you using the simplicity purpose encapsulation, it will summarize all. You just create a class, then constructor, then method, then everything else. Simplify all the things. You just create an object, then calling the class, and then the method call. Okay. So then it will show us the output. That's how it works. So it will simplify the all the process. So this is the simplicity and aesthetic. Bundling the data and methods within a class make more code more reliable or readable or maintainable. So aesthetic means simply we when we create the class and after that create an public constructor, then we just move on to the method or private method can be there, public method can be there for the show purpose. Then after the creation of object, when we ask the call the method name. Okay, so in that process, when we do or we are showing the that particular workflow to our manager to our company purpose, then the code more readable and maintainable. It will maintenance the security also, maintenance the simplicity also, and the data hiding that I previously said. So that purpose you can use the encapsulation. So this four as the main advantages of encapsulation. You can take screenshot or written down. I will give you 2 minutes. You can take screenshot or can be note down in your copy or Python. Okay, so then move on to the next part. That will be the example of a you can say encapsulation example. So before going to the next part, can anybody tell me the thing not deeply inside to the encapsulation part, but there is one common thing that shows the encapsulation property in any program. Okay, in any programming language, there is one thing that shows us the common encapsulation property. Okay, in any program. Can anybody know or can anybody identify what the actually I have asking, what I am actually try to tell? What is the method or what is the not method? What is the thing that actually behaves like encapsulation property?
Hello, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, you said that data hiding, no.
Yes.
It will use in abstract class. Abstract class is used to hide the. It shows only the important method. That means which it will shows the name of the method, and it's not nothing shows. Yeah, we can extract other side of the class.
Okay,
Abstract
so
class and abstract method.
why you go so deeper? Don't tell abstract class because abstract class, yes, obviously right. But why we don't go deeper? Why you try to go deeper? Because see, I'm just written down class, then just a name employee. Okay, then constructor, from a project, uh, then fill dot name, fill dot project is equal to project constructor done, then method call if work fill, then another thing is done. Okay, so I'm just, my screen is visible to all of you. Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Screen is
Okay,
visible.
okay. So I am just creating a body of a class called employee. Okay. So there, what I am done, I am just creating an constructor. Okay, self, name, and project there in the parenthesis. Then same self dot name is equal to name, and self dot project is equal to project. And their self dot name is equal to name and self dot project is equal to project in the constructor portion. Now move on to the method call def work self. I'm just printing self dot name, that is working on string use, then again self dot project. So this is the workflow, and this is called the data members, and this is the method. So actually what the class done, we are using the class for the methods and the for constructor, whatever we are just using the operation or the function call there. So they just hiding all the details, just hiding all the details. The class hiding all the inside details works or function or operation inside it. So then what the actually class done? It's done the wrapping data and methods. Sorry, data members and methods in a single unit. So class is wrapping data members and methods. Data members and methods in a single unit. So actually class is also the implementation of usage encapsulation. Okay, understand? Actually class done. Hello, please respond everybody.
So can you please explain this example again?
I'm just okay. I'm not giving any modified version of example. I'm just creating a class. Okay. That previously, so in previous classes, I'm just creating a class for the inheritance, for the method overloading, polymorphism, method overriding, anybody uses. Okay. I'm creating a class. Then after that, we are just creating constructor for the public member that are call after operation. Okay. When the object is called, then after that we are creating the public member. Self dot name name, self dot project, that is the public data member. Now we are calling the method, creating method, that is work. Okay, print self dot name is working in self dot project. That is a simple. I'm creating a simple class, just creating constructor, then creating public data members, and then we are creating the method. Okay, so until now, understand what I am actually try to give the example in the class.
Yes,
This
sir.
is a simple class example. Okay. So actually, what the class do? Class actually hiding all the detailed workflow or the detailed process or method inside it. Anybody can do or anybody can want to show that when we create an object, by just like here employee, okay, e1 is equal to employee, then that is then e1 dot work. Okay, then that is, so then the output would be self dot name, whatever you done, or there I think putting the name means Raj. Okay, then string, then comma, it will be self dot project name, it will be let's np. Okay, project name. So Raj is working in NLP. So that is the output it will show us. So why, when the output is so like that, can this elaborate what is the workflow inside the class? It does not elaborate. It simply we call the object of the class, not call that, create the object of the class, then call the method. Okay, by conjugate the object with the method name. That is the done, that we actually done for the class and object purpose, right? Hello.
Yes.
That we actually done for the object creation, then method call we actually done. So this process that we already have done for so long, actually what it does, actually it does hiding all the data workflow or the data members method inside the class. When we create an object, it does not need to show how the workflow is going on inside a class. So this is actually the example of encapsulation. It already hiding or binding all the workflow or the data members method in a single class. When we create object that particular class, then we just object and method call. No need to see the workflow or show the workflow again, right?
Yes.
So that is the implementation of usage of encapsulation. But actually class is also the usage of encapsulation. Okay, understand what the actually class does? Hello guys,
Yes,
please
sir.
respond. Okay, so I'm just giving you another example. Let's create class and Okay. So what I am done till now, I'm actually first of all creating a class called bank account. Okay. Then the constructor for the public data member, that is self.balance is equal to balance. Then creating a method called deposit, self comma amount. Okay. So what actually deposit done? Self dot balance would be after deposit self dot balance plus amount, the amount which we have to be done. Okay. So what the actual work of amount here? The amount of work here is okay. We are by ourselves the input the amount here. Okay. So actually the amount works this. So after creating deposit method, self.balance is equal to self.balance plus amount. Now creating again the method that is withdraw. Okay. Self.amount, just like we written here 3000. So self.amount. If amount less or is equal to self.balance, amount when the amount is less or is equal to self.balance. Okay. Self.balance then will be self.balance minus amount, else print insufficient balance. So then finally get balance. What will be the get balance after deposit or after withdraw? Whenever the left out balance, what will be the left out balance? Okay, it will return. Then we are creating an object B1 for bank account. Then for deposit purpose, okay, creating the object B1 and then written down the 10,000. It will the balance same self dot balance is equal to balance. It will be the balance. Okay, this. Now for the deposit method called B1 dot deposit 2500. Okay, that is the amount. That is the amount. Now self dot balance would be 10K plus 2.5K. Okay. Now the balance will be 12.5K. It stores in the self dot balance. Now again calling the method withdraw B1 dot withdraw 3000. Now what will be done? 12.5K minus 3K. That will be the 9.5K. Okay. So first it will check the withdrawn amount is less or is equal to self dot balance. Yes, cos 3K is less or is equal to 12.5K. Then what it will be done? Self dot balance is equal to self dot balance minus amount. Okay. Self dot balance minus amount, that will be withdraw. So this portion done. Now def get underscore balance. So what this is the return portion. This is the get underscore balance portion. What it will be returned after deposit, then after withdraw, what the balance left, it will return. Here print my current balance is P1, method call get underscore balance this. Till now, everybody understand what is the workflow is going on here, what the process I am done and using. Hello, everybody.
So in the last line, print my current balances, you can just give a space. That's it. If you don't write a B1 dot get balance, it will run in the last line. The print my current
There,
balance is
there, there you want to give a space.
no, sir. Like if you write print my current balance is, then
Yes.
space, and then the student over the bracket. So why we write B1 dot get balance? It will show the balance amount na, if it doesn't write.
Obviously it will show. Obviously it will show. No issue. Okay. Obviously it will show. No issue. It shows this.
No.
I'm
Yes,
just
sir.
I'm just writing about it because for showing purpose. For the message that
Okay.
my current balance is that.
Balance.
No issue that you just only do it. No issue.
Uh,
Okay.
If we do
No
like
issue.
let's write my current balance is, that's it. We have to
Yes,
remove
yes.
this B1 dot get balance. It will run also.
What you just want to this,
No,
right?
no. We just move this one that B1, yeah, and then we write my current balance is this.
Oh, okay, okay. Hey, obviously, why you cannot run? Okay, just check. Wait.
Right now. 91.
So now it will just write that. B1 dot, sorry, B1 dot get
Get balance.
underscore balance. Then this happening. Then
Yes, sir.
you can say space, or you can say using comma. Okay. Then button comma start. Then writing down is my
Yes, sir.
current balance. See?
90.
Okay. So you can also doing that. It's upon you how you print, how you want to return the output to the user. Actually, it's upon you. Okay, that's not very much effective or that very much certain. Okay, is that what you should do? B1 dot get underscore balance. This portion will show you the return what will be done. So till now the process you understand what I am doing here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now actually what I am trying to say. So after that, just see, this is all the workflow. This is the constructor. This is the one method call, second method call for the return purpose method call. Okay. This is total workflow, right? This is the total workflow, right?
Yes, sir.
But when we create a class, do anyone need to show this type of detailed workflow? They just create an object for the class bank account, then just deposit money or the amount. Okay, it will show us the output. It is the hidden portion. It is the total workflow hidden under a class. Inside a class bank account, the total workflow is there. Okay, then we just create an object for the class and putting the amount as per our choice. Then method called deposit, withdraw, then final get underscore balance for the showing the rest of our balance. This is the final keys for our output. But this is the total workflow. Actually, this is the main workflow to get this type of outcome. So this workflow is anybody want to show? No. It already inside the class. So class is also an implementation of encapsulation. Understand what I am trying to say about the class?
Yes, sir.
That is the main thing. Okay. You can take a screenshot of it. Now just move on to the next example. So this will also again the example of a encapsulation in the class. See, there we also create class employee, then name, salary, project, name, salary, that is for the public data members. Okay. And this is the public data method, def work. Okay. Def, so this is the public data method for showing for employee details and for the employee which under it will work in a project. And it is the constructor. Okay. So public data members, public data methods, and this is the object. So when we call the public data method, see it will show us the output. But anybody from now then from def constructor to then work method creation, this will all under the employee class.
Okay.
We just create an object for the employee class and then it will show us the output. No need to detailed description after creating object. So this is actually the example of encapsulation. Take a screenshot of it. Details. By detailed example is there. Everybody please take a screenshot or note down it. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we move on to the access modifiers. Okay. What is the access modifiers? Okay. Actually, this is the thing that I am telling in the previous of the definition of encapsulation. In the definition of, sorry, not in the definition here. Encapsulation protects an object from unauthorized access. Keep this line in your mind. Encapsulation protects an object from unauthorized access. Okay. So now access modifiers. Access modifiers limit the access to the variables and methods of a class. So public member can accessible anywhere from outside of a class. Okay. Accessible anywhere from outside of a class. What is the private member does? Accessible within only the class. That means this type of def withdraw, we creating constructor self.balance, self.deposit here. Okay, not for this example. Constructor using self.name, self.salary, self.project. This all the public data member. And this also the public data method. We are creating any object and calling the public method outside the class. See, emp.show, emp.work. Outside the class. Class, the process and the data methods and the constructor create done. Then object call done. Then outside the class, we are calling them. So this is called public member. What are the private member? That only accessible inside the class, not outside the class. These are the called private member. And what is the protected member? The protected members are accessible within the class and is
Also,
subclass. Okay. So in simple way, what are the structure of three public members? That is three accessible members in Python. I'm just creating a body of accessible modifiers or accessible members. Then you can also understand what I'm trying to say. Now, just okay, okay, okay. Create class employee. Then def space init. Then self comma name comma salary. Okay. Self dot name is equal to name. Then self dot underscore project is equal to project. then self dot underscore underscore salary is equal to salary. So keep an eye very carefully. These three are the accessible members, okay, or accessible modifiers, you can say. What is the first self dot name? Anybody, any name would be there, okay. We want to use outside the class for the name. So self dot name, it will also accessible outside the class. So it is called public member. Why it is called public member? Accessible
You can accessible in the class.
outside the class. Now self dot project, okay, what it will be done. So for the project name, it will separate, it will for the different person or different member or employee, it will be different project. So for the project name, it will only accessible inside the class. 1 minute. Hello. Sorry guys, okay. Power cut. Okay. So what is I'm telling about? Self dot name public member done. Now self dot underscore project and self dot underscore salary. Okay. Now I am moving on to the these two portion, because actually what is the private and what is the protected. Uh, self dot project and self dot salary. Different person, different salary. Okay. So it will show not project, the salary, self dot underscore salary. This is the private member. And what is the project? It is the protected member. Why? Because private member salary is accessible within the class, not outside the class. And for the project purpose, various type of employee can be assigned in a single project. So it is also accessible within a class and its subclass. Let us simply scenario in a project or employee project there. Self dot name. It's upon you which modifier you can use and terms to turn or convert them into private member or protected member. Here I am just trying to self dot name is equal to name to public member, and self dot project, it is the protected, and self dot underscore salary, it is private. Okay. So this is the syntax. Self dot underscore single underscore then project is equal to project. It is the protected. Self dot double underscore salary is equal to salary is equal to private. Self dot name is equal to name. It is the public. These are the syntax of the accessible modifiers in Python. Okay. Accessible modifiers in Python. Please take a note or screenshot of this portion. Okay, just take a note of this portion. Then moving on. Scroll up. Understood everybody till now? What
Yes.
actually the public member, protected member, and the private member do, and how the syntax we actually do. To query, to upgrade the query, to build up and develop a query, we are in the constructor method, we are just using it by our seeing our seniors, our colleagues in colleges also, in company also, but hardly anyone know what actually the syntax, why we use that single underscore, double underscore. Actually, we want to convert public member, private member, and protected member. So this is the syntax. Now, public member, usage of public member. As you can also give the example of the previous one, this one also. Okay. So public member we are already doing for our previously. Create an employee class, then create a constructor def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self name and salary. This is the public data members. Name and salary is the public data member. Self is the instance. Self dot name is equal to name. Self dot salary is equal to salary. See, here we don't use right. Everybody, please tell me right. Self dot double underscore salary is equal to salary. We use here? No. So it is a public class. But when we use like this, it will convert into which class?
Private key.
Yes, private class. Sorry, private data members. So it is upon you in which you convert, try to convert, which data member you try to convert. So now after that, public instance method or public method. Okay. So accessing public data member, these two, name, comma, self dot name, salary, self dot salary. Okay. So is the public method or public instance method. You can also tell that. Now creating an object of that class employee, EMP, employee. Then just we putting down here JSA 10,000. Okay. Then accessing the public data members, that is print name emp dot name salary emp dot salary. Okay, done. Now calling the public method emp dot show, that is so here so public method. Okay, then emp dot name like self dot name, emp dot salary like self dot salary, all are public data members. So it is called the public modifier or public member. See, public method of the class, public member. It is accessible outside the class, not only in the inside the class. It is also accessible outside the class. So it is called public modifier or public method. See, so what is it is connected to the encapsulation? Just like previously I am said, total this constructor method function call all are hidden in the employee class. Just creating an object, then show our output as our choice. It will hiding or binding the data, the method, the operation inside a class. So this is also the encapsulation. Understand? Public method.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take a screenshot, take a note about it. Done, everybody? Hello? Done, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now move on to the private member. Okay, so just cut, then just here. Now you see. I'm just hiding that output, that error message done here. So now it, yes. Here I am creating a class employee again, then constructor create. See, here salary is private member. Here salary is private member. How we understand? Self dot double underscore salary. Right? This is the syntax. So here I am using salary as private data member. Okay. Just simply just creating the body, no need to detail. Just simply constructor using, then public name data member self dot name, then private data member self dot underscore underscore salary. Now creating the object emp of employee. Here I am trying to access this salary. I am trying to access this salary outside the class. Understand now? I am trying to access the private member salary outside the class. Right? Everybody please respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see what it happened. What happened? It shows the error message.
Yeah.
Why? See.
Salary is in the private
Yes.
and
We can't access private member outside the class. This type of error message will come whenever we create a project, any query. Whenever this type of error message is coming, that means that is the private member. We can't access this or that outside the class. Understand? What is
yes,
the
sir.
private member do? This is the error message. Okay. So now please take a screenshot of that. Now move on to the protected member. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now move on to the protected. Okay. So see, creating a parent class, that is the inheritance property use here. Okay. So see, the properties of OOPS concept is also connected everywhere. Inheritance, then method overloading, method overriding, then polymorphism, then now in the encapsulation. Okay. So class, base class or parent class company, creating the constructor, then we just create a protected data member. What is the protected data member called? See the syntax here. Here we use the project NLP as protected data member. Why? Because NLP we already stored. It will not change. We already mentioned particularly that self dot underscore project is equal to inverted inside the inverted comma NLP. It is the protected member. Why? Because it only accessible in the child class and parent class. Okay. It only access in the child class and parent class. We also access it outside, but directly access. That means, see, we just want to print, then project, then direct. Not connected to anything about directly with the name of the self dot name, self dot company name. We're not doing that. Just directly access it. We don't get access with the public data members, with the protected data members. If we want to access the protected data members outside the class or the child class, we have to direct access. So basically, protected data members are not accessible for the lower level in the outside the class. It will also accessible for the base class and the child class or subclass, you can say. Okay, this is the protected data member. Now, child class employee inherit the property of company. Here we also create and self dot name. Okay, name. Then company dot underscore underscore init and self. Okay. Then def show self print. It is the private method. Then for private data member and also the private. This is the accessing protected member in child class. See, this is also access in the only in the child class from there to there. See, accessing the protected data member in the child class. Now create an object of the employee here. Then c dot show. Okay, what it will be done? It will dump the self dot name. That is JSA. Okay, and then working on project NLP. C is equal to employee JSA. We don't need to any type of comma. If we create here comma, then write self dot underscore project. See what it will be done. Understand?
Yes.
It will show error. We just outside the class, we just use for the public, then c dot show because we already access it inside the child class. See there. Now for the direct project, okay. And just we want to see what is the project name again. So that is that purpose we are just using it. If we comment out it, actually it shows the output that. Okay. This is the actual output. We are just want to direct access or that show what is the project name. But with the public member, it can't because protected members are only accessible in the child class and its parent class. So this is the protected members example. Now take down the note or drum, take a screenshot of it. Okay, so now move on to the last portion of for today. That is public method to access private member. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible that we can access private members from outside of a class, creating public method to access private members. For the private members, if we create public method, we can access the private member outside the class or outside the subclass. In what way? In what way? First of all, we are creating base class or parent class, or you can say any class employee. Then creating the constructor def underscore underscore init, then double underscore self names salary, self instance name public data member, salary here salary is the private data member. Okay, so public data member is the name, that is self dot name is equal to name, salary the that is called the private data member, that like self dot underscore underscore salary is equal to salary. Okay, now public instance method. Public instance method. Okay, what is the public instance method? Def show self. That is the public method. Now private members are accessible from your class. Okay, print name self dot name salary is equal to self dot underscore underscore salary. Please be careful about that line. What I am doing here, creating a PBM public method. Creating a public method. This is the public data member, and we directly connected it with the
private member.
private member. Where we connected it? Inside a class, inside a public method. So what it happens when we create an object, then we just simply ask method call. It will show us the result. It will show us the result. So when we create the private data member in the constructor portion, if we want that private data member to accessible outside the class, we should create a public method. We should create a public method, and inside that public method, we can also access that private data member. Okay. So when we create or connected to the private data member with the public data member inside a public method, then whenever we create, whenever we call after object creation, it will show us the output. So in this way, we also do public method to access private members. Understand? Till now today, anybody have any confusion? Anybody have any confusion what the encapsulation does? What is the main thing about to do? Anybody have any confusion? Ask me. If anybody have any confusion, then ask me. Everybody
Sir,
fine? Yes, tell
how
me.
we can access to the public class when we are in the private, because uh, we are making the class
How
as a public.
how we access the private in the public class, right?
Yes, sir. But
Okay.
because class is a public object.
Okay. Okay. This is the private member, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Here
sir.
just we creating the constructor. This is the public
Mm,
data member. This is the private data member. Is there
yes,
we
sir.
create any public method?
No, sir.
Tell me. No.
No.
If we create any public method and just simply give the instruction where for the public data member, not for the private data member, it will give us the access. No.
No, sir.
So what is the difference from this example to this example? We create constructor just like previous. We create public data member just like previous. We create
Yes,
private
sir.
data member just like previous. We create a public method. Okay, this is new here. And in this
Public.
public method, we already access the public member, but also access there the private member. Is this done previous example?
No, sir.
No. So inside the public method, actually when the object is created, we call the method, na? We call the method. So
Yes,
we
sir.
are creating the public method. And
Yes.
whenever we creating the public method, inside that public method, there are private member or anything else. That's not main thing. We are creating the public method here. It is the
Okay, sir.
public member, it is the private member. But we can access it outside the class. Because we are
Okay, okay.
creating the yes.
Here we are making two public methods.
Yes.
One is like the class employee, the public data
That is the
member.
construct. That is the constructor.
Yes,
Previous
yes,
example,
sir.
we just
Yes,
only
sir.
give the example of constructor, not using the public method. So that is not
Yes, sir.
accessible. But here we are using create the method public method.
Okay.
So that
Yes,
is
sir.
accessible. So for this,
Yeah,
I
okay.
smartly not creating any method name
Yeah,
here.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
To
Yes,
give
sir.
to give that example, I'm not giving there.
Okay, okay.
Okay. So fine, everybody. Understand?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. 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 So wait. Just giving you for the today's attendance sheet.